ukienda mahali na uone watu ni kama wanacheza ni kama kazi haisongi, ni kama kazi haifanyiki, but you are saying that you want to make this thing move, but people wants to silence you. People are trying to make you zip.
Let me tell you right now, in this Kenya, people are getting silenced. Not silenced in a very nasty way. Silence in a very, very nasty way, people. I don't know where I don't know, back when I tried to do, when I tried to be a lawyer, so back when, that lecturer said that, akunaga democracy is just a lie. And let me tell you, I am coming to believe that it's just a lie. It is just a lie, people. It is a very, I'm going to say, a very well. It is a lie. Akunaga democracy, mse. Do you see that it is? Can you see it?
Even I can't see it.
You can't see it because the moment that Zulfa nimeanza kuongea hivi, the next moment I know there's a black pepper on my head. And I'm like, it's okay if I'm going to go down that way, then let me go down that way. Yeah? I'm going to go down in history as one of those people. Just make sure that they never forget my name, yes? So sad. So let us continue with Bwana Ali. So, okay, can we continue? So, bunge huyo alisema anasikitika kwamba baada ya kupigia debe chama tawala kazi na kujitolea mhanga, kuna watu ambao wanaleta vurumai na hata kumshtumu kwamba ni mwandani wa Bwana Gachagua. Sawa? Sitoacha uswahiba wangu na Bwana Gachagua ambaye alikuwa mwanachama wa UDA. Si hata leo Rais Ruto anaongea na kinara wa ODM Bwana Raila Odinga. Siasa si uadui. Sitokubali kuridhi uadui wa kisiasa. Kuna wale ambao wanasema mimi ni mwandani wa Bwana Gachagua ili kunikandamiza kisiasa, hamtafaulu. So basically I think these people are coming to him, yeah.
Lazima tu kuwe na fight.
Yeah, and I think, why are people being so petty though? Some things are petty. Kwa sasa sitaka kuongea na Gachagua.
Nini Gachagua alikosa sana yenye paka.
Afai kuongeleshwa sana anyone.
Yani juu sasa hao watu wote wako kwa serikali yako na bado wako kwa ni watu wa chama chako. They don't supposed to speak to person that was impeached. It's not allowed at all.
It is not, yeah?
It's not allowed. Wewe kama ndio mimi usema, mamangu kama amekosana na ule jirani.
Yeah.
Si mimi nimekosana naye. Mimi sijui hata walikosaniana nini.
I thank God that my family, yeah. So my mom and her sisters they used to be many, but right now they have died, some of them. Wabaki wangapi? Watatu. Sawa? And now so we go to Dar es Salaam. Sawa? Yeah. And then now these people apparently wamekosana. Sawa? So now it's like we shouldn't talk as the cousins now, we shouldn't talk. And then you're like, you know what? Nyinyi ndo mmekosana. Mimi I don't know what that is your sister. Sawa? Nyinyi mmekosana. This is like my sister. As hakuna point in nitenda chukua garage kwanza kubeba. I mean, I will defend your name if it comes to defending your name as my mom. But stengilia grudge yako. So I don't get
grudge.
Yes, grudge. Like, why do they expect us now to carry their grudge?
Usienda kwa fulani tulikosana.
Basi sawa, mambo yenu hayo. Mambo yenu hayo.
Na mtoto wake. Nini blah 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 blah. It always be like that, you know.
I am loving our uniform. I'm loving this color red, yeah? I'm loving this. So let us go to the next thing. Yes, kuna maswali yaibuka kuhusu kifo cha mwanahabari Silas Apollo. Do we know Silas Apollo? So aliyekuwa mwanahabari wa NMG Silas Apollo ambaye aliaga dunia kwenye ajali ya barabarani Jumatano usiku alionja mauti kwa sababu ya kuvuja damu nyingi kutokana na majeraha ya kichwa. Majeraha hayo yalitokana na kichwa chake kugongwa na kifaa butu kutoka upande wa nyuma. Haya yalitokana na uchunguzi wa maiti iliyofanyiwa mwili wa Bwana Apollo jana katika chumba cha kuhifadhi maiti cha Nairobi. Uchunguzi huo uliendeshwa na mwanapatholojia wa serikali Dr. Kiwanga mbele ya wanafamilia na polisi. Mbali na majeraha ya kichwa, uchunguzi ulionyesha alikuwa amevunjika mbavu mbili. Mwanafamilia ambaye alizungumza na Taifa Leo kwenye chumba cha kuhifadhia maiti cha Nairobi alisema bado wameshtushwa na mauti ya Bwana Apollo ambaye hadi kifo chake kilikuwa kifo chake alikuwa akiandikia jarida la Nairobi Law Monthly. Oh my God. Mwanahabari huyo ambaye amewahi kuripoti matukio kwenye runinga ya NTV pamoja na kuandika Daily Nation, inadaiwa alifariki baada ya kugongwa na pikipiki Jumatano usiku. So apparently after the postmortem, yeah? Ndio postmortem. Yes, yeah. Postmortem. Postmortem ni PTSD, yes? Now the postmortem inasema kwamba this person was hit with a blunt object kwenye kichwa. This one is a journalist of the we have said the words, the Nairobi Law Monthly.
We want to say sorry to the family,
yes.
So sorry to the workmates, sorry to the media fraternity. And it is not easy to accept, like some of the anyway. Wait.
So basically he was killed.
He was killed.
Yeah, he was murdered. Wow. Brutally murdered. This reminds us of the Molo president again. Kupigwa kichwa na silaha butu.
Yeah. That is very bad.
You're gone. I usually tell people, yeah, like this is everything to you. Apa, katwa mkono, katwa place ingine, but here is everything. And I think that's why the skull is the hardest bone in your body, but kuna vile utagongo obviously ita crack, si ndio? And that one is not good. That's why unasema eti kuna mtu alishutiwa hapa na bado akasurvive. It is the hardest bone in your body. But sasa hii jamani, it wants to go back as the Molo president. Alikatwa kichwa pia. What is going on? Are we still in the abduction era, you people? Are people still I'm not saying it's judicial, but when you see the people that he was involved with, alikuwa anafanyia kwenye Nairobi Law something. It is so sad. It is so sad. Let me go to the next thing. So if you don't know about Bwana Apollo, you go to Taifa Leo. Let me finish this. So vijana wawili walokufa maji ufukweni Shela waopolewa. Why is that? Miili ya vijana wawili katikati ya watatu walioripotiwa kutoweka baharini eneo la Shela, kaunti ya Lamu, ilipatikana Jumatatu ikielea karibu na ufuo huo wa Shela. Akithibitisha taarifa hizo, meneja wa kituo cha kukabiliana na majanga ya dharura Lamu EOC Iftakar Mahajid alisema miili hiyo ilipatikana kufuatia operesheni inayoendelea ya kuwasaka waliotoweka katika wakiogelea baharini ufuoni Shela mnamo Jumapili jioni. Bwana Majid alisema kwa sasa operesheni bado inaendelea ili kusaka mwili wa tatu. Vijana hao walikuwa miongoni mwa kundi la wanarika 30 waliokuwa wamezuri Lamu kutoka eneo la Hongwe, tarafa ya Mpeketoni kwa shughuli za kikanisa. Oh my God. So but Mpeketoni is part of Bado Coast. So people of Mpeketoni, they have a beach. Yes, they have beaches. So there's someone in Coast who doesn't know how to swim.
Someone from Coast?
Yeah. You're surrounded by water.
Alafu ajui kuswim.
Kuna wale
Why? Why is that?
Mtu anaweza patikana though.
Sasa niambie mtu kama mimi nitakuwa nakaa hapa kando ya maji.
No, go teach yourself. No. You're surrounded by the ocean, say.
Huyu anasema she's trying to say somebody was born there.
Yeah.
Mimi ningekuwa
lived there.
Ningekuwa nimezaliwa hapo.
Unafaa unajua kuswim.
Hata ningekuwa nafika katikati ya bahari.
Wallahi, because umelelewa pale, umezaliwa pale.
Lakini now
it's like telling me there's a you know my kisi side is like there's a kisi who doesn't know how to eat matoke. Akulagi obongori na akunywagi ama tu.
Yeah.
How now?
There are many. Many.
What?
Many. Some people, not some, but many people do not at some point take those things you are talking about.
But they grew there.
But they grew there.
Alilelewa na matoke.
They are allergic
to matoke.
Yeah. Now
who's allergic to plantain?
Somebody cannot even take that matoke kama hajakula food nyingine before kule.
Uongo.
Because of the answers. Let me tell you, Zulfa, I can agree with that statement because some of the individuals naturally don't like something, and you cannot even maybe force them to do that.
But I think if you when they say when you kuendeni huko mna mimi nikosa kula biriani nikosa je kula biriani nikosa je kula biriani Tasha what is happening to my tongue you people is saying kula biriani msisi kula biriani oh no so people it is sad
kitu yenye ungeuliza. Let me tell you. Kitu yenye watu unengeza niuliza ni haja mtu anaweza kuwa allergic nayo ugali. Kuna Mkenya yote mwenye akitumia ugali anagonjeka.
Hiyo na huwa anaweza kuwa.
It is a state.
Labda aseme tu inambo. Akikuwa inambo.
Lakini si eti anakula anagonjeka.
Ni watu.
Ati ugali. Kwanza ni nyumba gani inakosanga hiyo?
I don't eat ugali. I don't eat ugali.
You don't eat ugali.
No, it doesn't affect me, but I just don't like it.
Unless maybe you are not, unless you are not a Kenyan.
Huwa anakula si ati akulangi.
Sijaisikia mtu anasema hiyo. Hata kama eti sipendi
ugali.
Ugali
ufika mahali na nibo.
Let me tell you. Kuna story ya kukubo na kuna story ya kukula.
Ikinibo leo.
I don't. Let me tell you, nikuje kwako unipikie ugali, I'm just like, why you doing this? Why you doing this to me?
Umpikie mchele.
Nipikie mchele msee.
Ndio ninakwambia a real Kenyan truly. A strong Kenyan mwenye anaweza fanya even physical work yenye iko very hard. That person can't do without what? Without ugali. Na hizi food zingine zinakaa ngumu kama chapati. Sawa?
Lakini mimi usema ukipata mtu anaweza kuwa alikuwa anajua kuswim. Lakini something can just happen mpaka hata wewe mwenyewe unashanga. Because our watu wanajua kuswim.
But sometimes say the water, you know the water is not our place. No ask maji ukutema. You cannot stay there. That is not your place. That's why even after 1,000 years you're going to be it's going to vomit you out inakurudisha hapo kwa ufueni because you do not belong in the water. That is not your I'm going to say that is a different realm from the realm that we live in, yeah? But sometimes why?
Tunaona hata
you remember that issue
ukifia ndani ya maji itakutoa tu ikulete juu.
Yeah, because inakutema. I think even the Bible says maji yatakutema. Maji yatakutema nje. Ndo hiyo. You people. So now, when we get to our main topic, yes? Kuna nitamwomba bwana nani? Bwana Felix.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
According to the look of things, ni kama ODM kuna issue mahali. Sifuna na Junet Mohamad, are they really in good terms?
So,
kwa sababu there are some of the statements Junet could make that are going contrary with Sifuna.
I answered some that Sifuna would make that would look like, you people, are you okay? But is ODM okay? That is the question.
By the way,
actually.
that is now the
ODM
question.
is not okay because of Raila himself. Kinara wao sasa ukichwa
Watoto wameachwa. Mama ameolewa na baba mwingine. Sasa wako pale tu. You know, for the longest time, Kalonzo and Raila were married, politically married, yeah? And then, so these children knew we have a mother and a father, or a father and a father, fiti. And then now Kalonzo goes he gets married to Gachagua, sawa? And then now, they're past, oh my God. And yet they're not okay. When you really think about it, they're not okay. Because if you could see the statements that Sifuna would speak kwenye ile hafla ya bodyguard wa Mr. Raila, you could unaweza fikiria kwamba no, this person does not approve of whatever is going on between babake na huyu ambaye wameshikana naye. Because the way he talked, the way he addressed the president, you know, let me tell you, if right now I have children, I get married to someone else, yeah, like I'm not going to force them to call him dad. I'm going to tell them, you call him dad at your own pace. Don't even call him Hango. What is happening? Hango. Which word? Chukua man, I'm saying.
Don't call him Hango. Sijui ametoa wapi tuenge ya Waluya.
What is happening though? Is it shindai with you people? Why is my very good Britain English going? What is happening? So basically what am I saying, yeah? I'm not going to force them to address him anyhow. I'm going to say, if you want to call him by his name, call him by his name. Yes, and I'm going to tell this person this way. But kuna wakati ambao Sifuna amesema ya kwamba, amwambia Junet, amwambia, wewe unaweza kuwa mkubwa kiumri kuniliko, lakini mimi kwenye chama niko na cheo kikubwa kukuliko. What is that, people?
Sasa
I want to start with you.
Baba
unichambulie.
Baba ameondoka.
Panya wanatawala.
Ameenda. The way I told you in our house.
Ngoja kidogo, I like this. Obedi mambo. Obedi ndani anasema good morning team KNA Media, na upata vyema sana. Tunakupata pia vyema sana. Asante sana. Asante sana Mr. Obedi. Obedi has become that person now.
He's becoming the representative now.
Yeah. Yeah. Our latter representative.
Welcome,
but I did get nini from Peter Kimani, sawa? They said hi to you people. Hi Felix.
Hi.
Gypsy has been also Gypsy sent me a while ago. They said when they get him they're gonna be here because there's something that they're doing, sawa? But whatever Gypsy does is just so good to the entire world. Gypsy has no borders. Do you know that? Gypsy has no borders. When it comes to rescuing the human being or to being for the human being, they have no borders. Continue, my dear.
So as we were saying, guys, nilikuwa nakupa example ya home. My grandfather na my grandmother wangetoka, hiyo nyumba wewe ndio utafanya kazi peke yako. Yaani kuna wengine wanaachia wengine kufanya vitu sana, alafu unajua sasa na huyu mwingine hatataka kutumiwa,
yani meaning
wataanza kufanya nini? Kubishana na kukoseana heshima. Unajua mdogo atakwambia umengoja dadi atoke sasa ndio anze kuniambia hivi wewe sasa hivi unajua hivi unajua wewe pia ufai kuongea hivi kuna kuwa na mabishano. Yaani sasa ODM ni kama kuna kelele, hakuna maelewano,
hakuna mwelekeo.
Sasa I don't know who will go back and straighten things there, because unajua ikifika to the public unaambia mwingine wewe unanishinda tu na mwaka. Ni kama Aaron nianze ama niambie Zulfu, unajua unanishinda tu na mwili, lakini miaka yangu unajua ni mingi kukuliko.
You wanna say that now after someone went on Twitter? What is wrong with you? Why do you want to take me there after someone went on Twitter and did that? Continue now. Yes?
No, it's just an example.
I get you though.
Yeah. It's just like that.
But it is true. It's true. There's this cousin of mine who told me they are older than me, but they are shorter, and I'm taller and I'm bigger. So they were like, Zulfa ndakuponya makofi. Sawa? Sababu usidhani kama ushakuwa I'm not going to say that word. Sawa? Because some of you may use it because ishakuwa war, you know, it's like it's a war now. It's a war that is already declared. You're already drawing the battle lines and all that. So and I don't know how it got there, but let it get there if it gets there. Now the thing is, so they're like ndakupiga wewe sawa, usani kama mbona mko mrefu na kuangalia usani kama sijui nini, and true there alinipiga makofi tena basta, and I can't do anything because you know she's older than me, so aniko tu pale nishapiga makofi, jamani nenda nakaa pale chini. So basically that is, you're saying that is what Sifuna and Junet
now yeah. Anu usione una umri sana. Unajua una umri lakini ni kama una is like, I'm using an example guys, don't take me msini quote yani vibaya. Is like nakwambia unajua uko tu na nini mingi, uko tu na miaka mingi. Lakini you have to know that akili yako ni kama ndio kidogo. Kwa sababu mimi ni mdogo lakini unaona position yangu matiko. Can you just see where I am? It's like yani na kuaddress ndio nasemanga ukiwa tu na akili unaelewanga huyu mtu anajaribu kusema nini. Do you know, I just can't stand mbele ya watu nianze kukuambia unajua yetu nini hapa Unajua tukitoka hapo ni vita nyingine hatari sana. Ukifika huko ni kubaya. Ni kubaya kabisa. So Raila ndio kinara wa ODM. Sasa ametoa yeye tu bado hajajiondoa, hajasema nimebeba mikono juu, I'm no longer there, mimi niko huku, chama changu ni hiki. Hajasema. He's still the kinara of ODM. He's the one to go back. Angalia watoto wake wako sawa, wako aje. Kama kuna shida watatue wenyewe shida, waambie kama huku anataka kushikashika mapenalty na mahandball, aseme huku nimeenda kushika mahandball na mapenalty, alafu ni come back. Sasa nyinyi na nyinyi mcheze hivi. Si aache nyumba ikiwaka moto anaenda huko. Unajua hizi acha nyumba ikiungua ati unaenda nyumba nyingine. Watoto wako
unajua like inaka weird. Na at some point inaka like haiwezi leta form. Na unajua, let me tell you the truth. Our politicians at some point huwa wanafanya nina think mbele na nyuma. How comes Junet na Sifuna work of the same political party waanze kubishana? Do you really think that okay, before coalition ifanywe, coalition the broad-based government itengenezwe, walikuwa na beef hivyo?
They have been clashing for the longest time, I think. But you know, now this is the information that I get, yeah? So that apparently Junet is like the right-hand man of Raila. And also Sifuna is one of the people that Raila respects. So I think, do you think that these people are fighting for that position? For who is going to be that person? But for the longest time I hear that if you see Junet doing anything, it is directly from Raila. It is what Raila has said to be done. So, do you think that is?
Sini personal nini wake? Assistant wake? Wa Raila? Junet? Sini personal assistant wa Raila, sindo?
Yes. Something like, you can say something like that.
Yeah. So,
something like that.
Kama ni hivyo, there is something fishy going on that the other members hawajui. So the Junet and Raila, they know what is going on. You know, hata kama uko kwa hii chama na umeenda kujoin nyingine, ni wewe na akili yako na roho yako imetaka huko. Sawa? Si kila mtu lazima akufuate. Achana, wewe umekubali ni sawa, you go. Sisi let us start. Wacha tukue na msimamo wetu ambao tunataka. You know something that can make Kenya move is just one. Yani tu muwe tu kitu kimoja. I think you gonna just be well. Ani hata amtakuwa mnasumbu. Sasa chama vyama sasa mkianza kupigana, mnapigana wenyewe kwa wenyewe.
Inside the house, you shouldn't ever fight inside the house. Ever. Mnaweza kupigana aje nyumbani. You know, I hear there's even this clash where they fought mbele ya Raila. There's a clip that nimeshatumia Mr. Producer akiendelea kuitengeza hiyo clip. How do you fight in front of, but we usually fight. Do you fight with your sisters?
We unajua tujaika na dadangu vizuri, lakini tukikaa pamoja sisi upigana mbaya sana.
Like physical ama tu maneno?
Ah?
Physical ama maneno?
Nikikuonyesha dadangu alinigonga na panga.
You.
Yani baadaye watu walikuwa nabambikanga na fight yetu.
So what are you fighting for?
Ananikimbiza, sasa siye ni mkubwa, anataka mimi nifanye kazi yote na mimi siwezi fanya kazi yote juu hata mimi ni mdogo nachoka. Sasa na yeye hataki kuambiwa, anataka baki kama yeye ni mkubwa ni mkubwa. Akiachiwa kazi we do.
But have you ever seen me and my sister fight?
You doesn't fight.
You don't. We don't.
Because let me take just do it because.
Because why?
Si tukikaa pamoja.
No, you think it is because that tukai pamoja.
Nasema yani tukikutana. Acha venye nyinyi mnakutana, huyu ametoka shule, wewe uko hapo mnaanza mnacheka mnapiga nani? Dadangu is that person who is always
But let me tell you this.
Do you fight on your place? Because fighting
I don't think whether fighting will ever be the solution.
Yeah.
Unajua like you will be all losers. That is why at some point I do say
myself
wait till this is what I really prefer. When it comes to this case of Junet, Mohamad and Sifuna, they really they are not supposed maybe to show of maybe their differences or their dominance or whatever the advantage they could have maybe between them. This could be the best time they could challenge the Kenya Kwanza government that we as ODM, if we were to be in the government, this was what we were to do. Yes? This could be our great achievement. In fact, wanafaa hata kuwapatia challenges zingine hata hawezi amelewa. The governing party hawezi elewa. They could show a very high level of unity yenye inge challenge the other party. Yes? Let me ask you a very simple question. Suppose now my sister Sifuna is maybe advising the president that the team you are trying to work with are the same team is the same team that is maybe pulling you back. How can the president take the advice kama maybe Sifuna yeye mwenyewe in the party ana amani na wenzake? It will never work if you can advise me what you cannot do. But let me tell you the truth. Ninampenda sana Sifuna sana because anasimamanga na ukweli. Sawa? But let me believe mwenye ako na issue hapa ni huyo mwingine, sawa? But hii issue inafaa kuisha kwa njia gani? That is now my question. Is this issue continue? Unajua sasa wataanza kukua kama President Ruto na Gachagua. Unajua wakati Sifuna anafika anasema I'm the chair of this party, na yule mwingine anasema msijui water of this nini, inaleta contradiction.
It needs that Raila goes and sits down his children and tells them anawaambia like you know what, this is what it is, this is and even though kuko atafanyaje basi. Nasikia pale kwenye comments nani atuambiaje, anaitwaje, Abedi anasema ya kwamba anasema Sifuna speaks what Raila tells him. So basically, and this one is a good thing. Let me ask you. No. So do you want to say that everything that nani alisema mbele ya preso, like venye alimuaddress and everything, it is what Raila told him to come and say? Do you think this might be a game that Raila tells his people, go say this and this and this and this and this, and then waenda tu mpashe Ruto ina mambo sawa, mimi namwacha na msamaha? Do you think it would be? Because you know we've seen Raila for the longest time and we know how this person can be. Do you think this would be like some sick political game?
It can be. Not even thinking.
It might be.
That is the point. Not even thinking, but that is the point. Zulfa. That is the point. Why? Unaweza dhani mtu anaweza ongea kitu yenye babaka akagwe against hivyo rahisi?
Tena mbele ya baba.
Unless you kijana ameboroka na nidhamu na akona confidence na ataenda against babake.
Yeah, niko na backup hapa nyuma. Niko na backup yeah. Whatever I say here, sawa, haitaletea shida yote. So basically kuna unajua Junet na they clashed before baba yao. Sawa? So there's a clip hapa nimeshatumia producers Joma za tuchezee hiyo clip. Tuone and let us analyze that one.
The Honorable Kamket said, and also the Honorable Oscar Sudi. The truth is that we know now that they understand that this thing, it is irreversible now. The damage that this government has done to its own reputation is irreversible. They know that there is very little that can be done between now and 2027 to reverse the fortunes of this regime. So you can see that they have become irritated, agitated. The young Kenyans on social media have succeeded in getting under their skin. If you go to a function and speaker after speaker is only talking about social media and curtailing the freedoms of the young people, lecturing us about respecting other people, and yet these are some of the vilest politicians on the mic. They themselves cannot show you the respect that they want other people to show them. So for me, it is the clearest indication, and I want Kenyans to take confidence in the strength of our constitution to defend itself. Nobody can stand somewhere and tell us they will manufacture another president for 24 years. It will not happen. Honorable Kamket should be told it will not happen. This is not 1980. This is not the generation that they used to sell fear to. The Kenyan of today is a Kenyan who understands the constitution, their rights. They know for a fact that you cannot impose yourself on Kenyans. I am telling you, the only way for any elected leader to win re-election is to do the things you promise to do for Kenyans, is to make the lives of Kenyans better. Now that they understand that it is going to be impossible for them to deliver on any of the promises that would make Kenyans look at them favorably, they are now openly threatening to violate the constitution and the rights of Kenyans and to try and force themselves upon the people. As a person who was in the campaigns in 2022, when we were being backed by a sitting president, these are not strange pronouncements. They are very familiar, because there are people in our camp who used to speak the way Kina Kamket are speaking and telling the country, oh, hii kitu imeenda, oh, there's nothing you can do, tutanyorosha wewe, hatuwezi kuachia mwizi. But I'm telling you, with the sort of anger that Kenyans have, the day a Kenyan is given a ballot paper like this, once he crosses against your name and puts it in the ballot box, that's the end of the day. That's the end of everything. So I want to assure Kenyans that this chest stamping should not scare anybody. Just come out and express yourself. Speak, because this constitutional freedoms that we enjoy, they were very hard fought. They were fought for by blood and sweat. You know, you can see that there's a lot of nostalgia from the old Kanu Hawks to go back to those days where you could just abduct someone and throw them into a prison without trial. But at least that was the law then. It was legal. There was a law that backed that detention without trial. But that law does not exist anymore. The constitution now requires that if you arrest somebody, you have to produce them to court within 24 hours and charge them. And you have to demonstrate to the magistrate why you need to hold them in custody. The reason why they are abducting these young people is because there is no law that exists that says you cannot insult a leader. There is no law that says that you cannot insult the president. In fact, our High Court has already said that the freedom of expression extends to insults. The freedom of expression does not mean I have to be nice to you. It doesn't mean that I am forced to say things that you want to hear. Freedom of expression means I have to speak the way I see things. And instead of them addressing, why are Kenyans so angry? How did we get here? Because after the president was elected in 2022, by all accounts, William Ruto was one of the most popular politicians in the country. What did he do in the intervening period to lead to a place where he's being insulted left, right, and center? Instead of addressing those questions, the cause, they are addressing the symptoms. And I can tell you, for as long as your policies and the actions of your government continue to make life more difficult for Kenyans, for as long as you don't demonstrate respect for the people, for as long as your court jesters, the ones you are talking about, are speaking to Kenyans in the way that they are speaking to them, then nobody is going to respect you. Respect is earned. It's not something you force. You cannot force people to respect you. Respect is earned from how you conduct yourself, how you relate with people, how you demonstrate respect for the people as required under Chapter 6 of the Constitution. So unfortunately for him, he is surrounded by people who have decided that they have to tear him down. They're going to take him down. If there's anybody to be blamed for the one-term presidency of Ruto, it will be Kamket, it will be Oscar Sudi, and the likes who are surrounding him there, giving him bad advice, including my uncle at Woli.
Oh my God. Usikaje.
Hi, Gypsy.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Hi. Hi, how are you?
Welcome. Welcome.
Tilda, hi.
Gypsy.
Hi.
This guy is my source of happiness, by the way. Anyway, welcome, Gypsy. Very, very happy and proud of you. Wherever you are, feel much loved. So Sifuna. Sifuna anauliza hivi.
Akona point.
Sifuna anauliza hivi. Who said that freedom of expressions only said that I had to speak what makes you happy? Who said that freedom of speech is the same freedom that will make you feel good? No. Maybe anajaribu kuingililia some of the individuals who are maybe who are in that position of limiting people from expressing their selves. You know, at some point ninaweza sema like what can I say? Sijui niseme vipi, but I think Sifuna, because he's one of the most intelligent people we have in the country, I wish angeanza ku work on the differences that they could have in the party kwanza, ndio akumbusha hao wengine, na tukikuja kugundua kwamba party pia imeanza kuenda kwa ile njia ya giza, then ni afadhali tuachane na hiyo, tufuate njia zake peke yake. Sawa? Yeah, because Sifuna, kama maybe hata party imeanza kuenda astray, what is the reason of still following their directions? Kama Sifuna si shida kwa hiyo party, sivyo? But by now wacha kwanza jaribu kuzingatia hizo differences zenye ziko ndani hiyo party, so that ndio tujuaje pia anajaribu ku-criticize hata party yake mahali popote inaenda astray. We don't want him maybe to criticize the government where possible, na at some point he is not rectifying the party. Just as I said, yes, ODM vile iliingia kwa government, inafaa ionyesha party yenye inalili the government that if we could be in this seat the way you are, this were to be the best achievement that we could achieve kuwaliko. Lakini sasa tena hizo differences zenye zinaanza ku rise up. Where do you think they will head as a party? This means that the moment Raila will be no more, that will be the end of ODM. Just like vile KANU ilishanga. KANU na ile ilikuwa inaitwaje? Ford Kenya. Ile ya Kibaki. PNU. Afadhali TNA iko better. TNA by the iko
TNA is for
TNA ilikuwa ya nani by the way? Si ilikuwa ya Uhuru?
TNA? When?
Chama cha Uhuru ilikuwa inaitwa aje? Jubilee ni kama Azimio.
When was this?
2013.
Oh.
Si TNA ndio ilikuanga na logo ya Dove.
Mse.
Check you ukumbuki?
Mse, 2013 ilikuwa class what wewe?
2013 hapo hivyo Uhuru na Ruto wakiwa wamesalimiana hivi.
Ndio napaswaka kwa video fulani.
Yes.
The video that they laughed a lot when they were doing that.
Yes, when they were doing that.
So I'm going to read a comment here from Gypsy. Anasema, thanks my people, miss you guys. Let me tell you, I was actually telling the people out here that you said you're busy somewhere but you're gonna come back. I have missed you like crazy. I have oh my god. Anasema, freedom of speech in Kenya is not for the poor. It's within reasons and tempt for them. That one you shall come back to. Sawa? Anasema, thanks Queen Zulfa. So this is the thing. So amesema kuna abductions. Thank you my dear. You touch my heart. Now amesema kama kuna abductions. Abductions are still going on. Do you know that? Do you know that, people?
Yeah.
They are still, but they are chini ya waba.
Chini ya maji.
I lost. Sawa? Na translate directly sasa. Napotea. Nikipotea, you will not know unless you know you till that you know, because you're always in my place, I'm always in your place. Utaweza kwa like unajua Zulfa ameenda. But why are people not speaking out and saying that this is happening? Ama wanakuchukua unapotea kabisa. How does it happen that right now people are not actually really speaking about it? Have we forgotten about it? What is happening? Sifuna amesema kwamba this is why they feel they have to abduct these young people. Let me read what my dear is saying here. They are saying Sifuna is talking the talks because he's got the security cushion. That is true. Try your freedom of speech. We might not see you tomorrow. It is true. It is true. Actually, yesterday night, you know, yesterday Felix sijui ulikuwa umeenda bunge wewe, sawa? So we touched the mountain. We touched it. But we touched it, we said, who gave the mountain the right of always deciding, sawa? So we touched it a little. Not to brace to like shh. You see? But you know, it felt it has been touched. So someone calls me yesterday and they're like, who has given you the right of touching the mountain? And I'm like, are you serious, bro? So like there are the police now who are looking for people who are touching the mountain, and they're like, they say this word and I hate this word. So we are going to occupy you.
How?
I don't want to know how. Do you want to know how?
How are they?
How are they going to occupy me? I don't know how they're going to occupy me, but
so that we can occupy them too.
So I'm like, so I do not have freedom of speech. Ni uongo. Hamna demokrasia, ni uongo msee. It is a lie that we've been told to think we have, but we really do not have it. It is a fantasy saying that I have because that person called me and sent me a very long message that I cannot read here. And I'm like, where did you get my number, Kwanza msee? Where did you get it? How am I not supposed to talk? Then wow, then what now? So I come to realize I do not have that security cushion, as Gypsy is saying. I do not have it. The next moment I might be a goner, but what I say is, if they do send the DCI at me, want to me a 51 mse. Cindy Otilda. I want 51. One more than the others of Cleophas Malala. I just want more DCI. I'll feel like nice. So Tilda, do you think you have freedom of speech?
Ukiongea unatakiwa.
While I'm telling people, we shall occupy you, Zulfa. We shall occupy you. And I'm like, then freedom. What does freedom of speech actually really mean? That I can occupy what? That I can touch the lake, I can touch the desert, I can touch the sea, I can touch northeastern ndo desert. Sindio? I can touch the cows au ni Masai. Ama wanatangwaje? I can touch the savannah. So I can touch the plantain people, the Matoke people. I can touch them. That is freedom of speech, but I'm not touching them in a rude way. So I'm just asking questions. So now, if you're not free now to ask questions, what are we doing? Felix, do you feel like you have a security cushion to speak? Ama tu ni watu fulani kwa security. Wanaweza ongea tu wao.
At some point it will depend on what you want to talk about.
No, like even ask, because yesterday I just asked a question.
Yes.
I just asked who has given the mountain the right to be the people who are now supposed to choose our leaders. You know, I just want to know. And then someone says they're going to occupy me. So they call
How
me.
can they occupy you when you're trying to rectify maybe? Oh, I understand now your question. Let me tell you this. Zulfa, naturally, some of the individuals don't like the truth.
Yeah. Like our president.
The moment you touch on the truth, that will be the moment you will start seeing a different color of the country. You will see a different color of the the sunlight. If it was Monday, you will see Monday as a blue day. Unaelewa? Some of the individuals don't like the truth. Unajua mngesikiza hiyo statement ya Sifuna vizuri. Sifuna amesema even the court interprets that freedom of speech could carry even insults.
Yes.
Because that freedom of speech will enable you see the freedom of speech will enable you at least to speak your mind and what you see.
Yes, and I said that. There's a moment I said that. There's a moment tukwanga hapa na mimi na wewe tukaulizana what is, I said freedom of speech, I can naweza sema chochote I want to say even if it is insult, but it is what I'm expressing myself. And people are like, no, it has limits. Hakuna limits kwa freedom, say. When it is freedom, hamna limits. When I say you're free, this is when I say feel like home, you're free. It means nikupate hata nikupata kwa bedroom yangu iko 2 feet, because I said what? But if you put sanctions and be like, you know what, uko free kitchen, kwa ukiingia kwa walk-in fridge unafika hapa, usiingie pale. Aya, bafu yako ni ile pale, you
are free
downstairs, but
my room and my bathroom.
Yeah, there's a sanction now there.
Yeah.
But if you say you're free, feel at home, you know, sawa, mikasa wow, my God. Sukasa mikasa. Wow, no. Mikasa sukasa. Sawa? So let me tell you something. So I'm going to give you people something. This is an update in Mepata. Sawa? So, Butere Girls High School principal, Jennifer Omondi, transferred to Wajir Day Secondary School in Wajir County to report immediately. Have you heard this? Butere Girls High School principal, and nasikia shule amepelekwa hata ina students 76 from a national school to a local day school, has been transferred, Jennifer Omondi, to Wajir Day Secondary School in Wajir County to report immediately. Tell me, what is that? Is that justice? What is that? What is that? You nini wewe msi?
Wewe ni principal.
From a national school to day school.
Mr. President,
what is that?
Some of your players in your team.
No, that is a directive. I'm going to say that's a directive from Uko. We address from Uko.
Let me tell you this: everything that happens with a reason. Yes. And I think those individuals are facing the consequences of whatever they tried to do. Next utasikia hata kamati ya hiyo shule imekuwa dissolved, nyingine kwanza that is the case. One's principal amebadilishwa. What do you really think should happen next?
Sisi wataweka mtu hapo ambaye anawasikiza msee. Wataweka hapo yes person.
Kuna mahali unaweza pelekwa ufikirie utasikizwa ndio unainamishwa miguu inakuwa juu kichwa.
No, obviously that is a punishment to this madam. Because you know this madam was called by Rachel Ruto. This madam was called and they were told, make sure that play is not performed. And she was like, nah, I do respect you as the first lady, but no, it's going to be performed. So what do you think that is? That is being like, if you don't listen to me, madam, I could F up your life. I could fudge your life, you know? Kabisa. Because I am imagining like mtu atoke citizen enda kafanye
Zulfa,
Yes.
the president is forced to meet religious leaders in the state house to pray for Shah. How
That
do you
is a
find
joke.
it? How do you find
That
it?
is a joke, I'm saying.
I think that is the best thing.
No.
When you see that you are encountering something that you cannot manage, you have to put God first. Is it wrong to put God first?
No, it is not wrong. Let me put mic again. Because I had put it there to look at you really good. No, it is not wrong. But
why do you find
I find it funny.
Why do you find it fun?
Really funny, I'm saying.
Why?
Do you think sometimes some things are man-made things? Sawa? Like my two friends they are man-made. Like if you go cheat on your girlfriend or boyfriend, that is man-made. Did God tell you go cheat? Don't say the Satan made me go cheat. No. Man-made. And now we are bringing God into it, sas. So what is God going to do with Shah? Atakuja atatengeneza system. Atakuja. See, that one should employ people who tutoe kabogo, tuweke mtu mwingine ambaye understand the technology. Tutengeneze systems. So how is God going to come and fix that? It is well and good. It is well and good. It is a good.
Why do you think people do say God first in everything that maybe you may need to engage yourself? Why?
Let me ask you a question, my dear.
Yes.
So
you are free. You are free. Come on.
So cameras out here have issues. Yeah.
Yes.
So unapata maybe like maybe stream ambayo tunatumia iko na issue. And there are people who are supposed to fix that, and they have not been fixing it. They have been like lying on it to fix. Then ibaki sasa, oh my God, unajua sasa place imeshafika. Wacha tuchukue imamu. Oh, okay. Wacha tuchukue nani? Pastor. Tumlete hapa kuja kuombea stream. What is that? What is that? Ati what? Ati nini?
In short, sikuna tu
May God save Kenya.
Sikuna tu mapasta tu wengi huku wanaombanga, wanaona wanafanya nini? Si huku nao. Si wanaomba, si wanatoa mapepo, wanafanya nini?
Wacha katoa mapepo ya Shah. Wakatoa mapepo ya Shah.
Mbona? Wasiwapeleke pale kwa ama waweke huko kwa government. Waone ni nini inafanyika hapo. Ndio maana Kenyans wanasafa.
What happens actually? I'm going to ask, what happens when someone enters those offices? What happens?
Let me ask you.
Because people change.
Whatever happens.
What happens?
Let me tell you this. Whatever happens, yes, will easily explain to you that let me use a very good example according to the topic we have right now. Sifuna and Junet Mohamad. Why do you think the differences will intensify? This is because one of them ana feel like ako so dominant because maybe amepata mahali anapata asali zaidi ya mwenzake despite the positions. So unapata like mmoja hata ka ego kanapanda kidogo. Unapata like the person cannot even try to recognize his colleague just like a person and official like him.
Huyo yake ego yake kuko. Ani kombali sana si kidogo.
But the fact is you see the fact is the fact is it is their responsibility to act as role models to up and coming politicians. You ladies, I really think you need to go out there and see how some of the coming maybe politicians, upcoming politicians are much determined and are much focused. And at some point they do follow those people as role models. Whoever following Junet Mohamad and Sifuna, for example, as their role model, what can they learn from those people? Yes? That's why niliwaambia aje, I wish these two individuals, now that they are the prominent maybe leaders of the ODM party, could act in such a way that even the UDA leading part of this country could at some point fear them and at some point give them respect that maybe they are trying to bring up some aspect that they never maybe expected. Yani muingishwe ndani ya chama, yani ndani ya government, alafu mwanze kuonyesha vile maybe mnaweza kuwa na some of the differences. Truly understand this. It will never be easy for those people in that government yenye at some point inakuwa criticized kuwaheshimu nyinyi kwa nyinyi. Because kama nyinyi mjiheshimu na maybe you don't have good relationship between you, how will you expect somebody to respect you? Let me ask you. Zulfa supposed to show some of the aspects za kutoheshimiana before the camera, yes? And there's somebody who is watching us right there. Do you think that person will ever respect us?
No.
Or will that person have respect?
No, actually I've come to realize people have that kakito of the way I'm gonna treat you is the way they wanna treat you too. So
people can maybe give you zero respect at some point.
Some will join you, some will join me.
Yeah.
Then we'll have a divided viewers. Some will be like,
if Felix is not there, then no support to Zulfa when it comes to the fact that my fans are now maybe in the need of me. In fact, the fact that you have your own fans, they will never join when they know that this is Felix, no Zulfa, and my fans will never join your show, which is very unfortunate. The best thing people need to do need to do is that they really need to show some aspect that will unite some of the individuals. Be neutral. Give hanging statements that will not show hatred. I don't remember exactly, but I could see some of the speeches. They were in the same function. They were in the same function where Junet aliongea
na huyu
mwingine akaongea, but their speeches could go contrary,
and you should speak as one voice. You should, just kwa Kenya, hata tukikosana mimi na wewe personally, ama nikosana na Tila, ama nikosana na producer,
you don't maybe need to take it to the public.
News alert, we shall, hata kama nimekosana aje na wewe, I will speak as Kenya News Alert. Then personally now here is where will be like, Tilda ulinikosea, unajua niaje, Brian umenikosea, Felix umenikosea, friend umenikosea. But when we now, because tumekosana, then we have gone to like a media, because actually there's a media invite, sindio? Then we go there. Then now I'm speaking as Zulfa, you're speaking as Tilda, you're speaking as Felix, no one is speaking as Kenya News Alert. We should always try to, hizo vitu zingine mnafanya huko Mbosso anasemaga aje? Mengine tufanye wapi? Mengine
tufanye tukiwa rumu.
Mengine tufanye tukiwa rumu msee. Nini? Yeah, tukosanie tukifika pale nje, when we go to bunge, or when we go to bunge la wananchi, there we are one. Then when we come back to Rumu is here now. We speak, I be like, you know what, Tilda, Felix wase, unajua ni aje iko hivi na hivi na hivi. But when you start cosigning in the same event, mnaanza kukosanaje hapo? I've ever seen your mother and father fight. I've never seen my mother and father fight. I've never even seen them shout at each other. Never. Because like they would be in the fight, they would be cosigning, but you will see them speak as one. It used to make me feel bad, because sometimes I want to see maybe my mother support me when it comes to my father, or my father support me when it comes to my mother, but they will never. They will speak as one. Hata kama wamekosana, actually my mom amekuja kuniambia nilikuwa napata sometimes tumekosana vibaya sana, lakini when it comes to you people, let us speak as one. ODM, there are people who are looking at you. UDA, because umesikia mpaka ule anaitwaje, Jichopevu Bwana Ali amesema kwa pia UDA kuna vitu ambavyo vinaendelea ambavyo si vizuri, kuna mzozano kwenye chama
kwa UDA.
Yeah, kwa UDA pia.
Sasa sio ODM pekee.
Sio ODM.
Tu wamechanganyikiwa wote. Umeona hivyo?
Yeah, kuchanganyikiwa. Alafu mtakuwa sisi wa Kenya mnatukanganya, because we are looking at you. There's someone who as my brother has said, kuna mtu ambaye anafuata Sifuna na kuna mtu ambaye anampenda Junet. Alafu unakuja kupata kwamba sasa haya Ndio hivyo. Kuna Sifuna amekuja amesema, "Wajua wewe sawa unaweza kuwa una umri mkubwa kuniliko, lakini mimi ndo nina cheo kikubwa kwenye hichi chama." So hivyo nyamaza. Aya. Sasa huyu amesha
mtu acha kwanza nyamanzie hapo. That is disrespect. That is disrespect. That is disrespect, I'm telling you.
What is that? So mtu wa Junet amesha kasirika, mtu wako hapo nje. Mtu wa Sifuna amefeel we are on top. Then Junet akuja reply. Asema ya kwamba wewe sijui Sifuna, sijui fanya nini. You see what is this? What is this? What is this? Where are we heading as a country actually? Yani Kenya is chaotic right now. Kenya is so chaotic.
It is very unfortunate. It is very unfortunate, and that is what maybe that is not what we are hoping for. Yes, that is not what we are hoping for. That is not what we are hoping for, because at some point, just like as I said earlier, we have got many young and upcoming politicians who are following these guys as their role models. So let me give you a very good example, Zulfa. I like music at some point, yes. Of course, I left that issue of music many years back, because I remember when I could engage in music was almost 4 years back. Niliachana tu hizo.
Why did you acha music?
Because niliona nimekuwa mtu mkubwa.
Sasa Nyashinski pia si mtu mkubwa.
Ndio ninakuambia sasa. But I am a die hard fan of Nyashinski. Umetaja ile jina nimesikia raha. Sawa? Let me tell you the truth. Hata Nyashinski imbe kitu mbaya, nitabambika nayo na nitamsikiza na nitasikia raha.
Like the way I love Rihanna. If Rihanna will ever enda kwa microphone na apige tu nduru, I will be bigger in that nduru.
That is now what is happening politically.
Yes.
That is now what is happening politically.
Yeah.
Kuna mtu mwenye anakaa die hard wasifuna vibaya sana.
Vibaya sana.
Yongea vibaya. Ana in fact anataka kutusi.
Yeah. Yule hapa person belisema Raila atashinda AUC. Bali nisalimia hapa kwa
Tilda, tumewahi kuwa na mgeni hapa. Zulfa akaenda kusema ni vigumu sana kwa the former prime minister Raila Odinga kuwin AUC over the other guy.
Hata silibu inaonekana tu.
I'm telling you.
Kama kuna mtu alikuwa anaomba live wana stream live hivi, lakini
wakiomba
anasema Raila akishinda hiyo kiti age wala inakufa, lakini ashindi, na naomba Mungu kabla afike huko kofi ya kiatu impate, asipite, arudi Kenya. Anaenda kuulini huko anaanguka.
Let me read comments hapa. Sawa.
Saying that.
Gypsy anasema hivi, what are you talking about, Zulfa? Let me tell you, I will tell you. I was told I'm going to be occupied because of that. Sawa. So sema, no Zulfa, you're a family. You, my people, come as a package. Yeah. Yes. And then I really love your hoodies, especially the red one is my team color. Oh my God. You
which wood? Your wood or mine?
My woody. My wood. My hood is the red one. Yeah, so this is let me remove this now. Sijui kwa nini sijatoa receipt. Jamani.
Tushajua pesa ngapi.
Mshajua pesa ngapi? Alafu niko hapa nikiringa shilingi ngapi? Milioni ngapi hizi? Milioni 2. Sawa? Aya. Now, so this is we have like those t-shirts. I think we're gonna have dresses too soon. So this is our boss is really caring, yeah. They give you t-shirts kuna baridi and I feel let me now give you hoods. Mkue mnasikia amuisi baridi. Si ndio? So
na maybe kama umekuwa interested na imekubamba you can shop with us.
Yes. I was supposed to come and pay you. So if you wanna by the touch it, just touch it there.
Yes.
Touch.
Yes.
Yeah. No, touch this why I'm giving you now. No, the thing is, when Felix amesema, so if you wanna be like that dedicated member of Kenya News Alerts, mali ndo hizi merchandise.
Yeah.
Merchandise.
Yes.
Yes. So you were telling me about Sifuna, but I had to read that one because I'm someone.
Thank you so much. Mmoja asha respond.
Nani?
Anasema,
Yes.
Felix, I like yours. Si uongo.
Wait, I wanna see. Show me.
I'll screenshot it.
Send it.
It's okay.
Send it.
So amesema, how much?
We're gonna talk about that behind the room.
It. Yeah.
Ndani ya room.
Kuna kitu yenye nilikuwa nasema. Umemaliza kusoma hizo comments?
Yeah, nimemaliza comments.
Umemaliza? Kwa saa hii hatujajua miradi yote ya Rais Ruto, sawa? Na maybe ataenda kukuja na program nyingine ya kutoa other counties maybe. Si alitembelea coastal region, akatembelea wapi?
The mountain.
Sawa? Ameenda western, ameenda wapi? Ni wapi tena ajaenda?
Ajaenda place.
Nyanza.
Nyanza si huko tu.
Alienda Nyanza kwa.
Western Nyanza ina cater for when?
Western tulikuanga na western part of the country. Tuko na eastern part of the country. Tuko na northern part of the country.
But when you say Western Nyanza, what do you mean? Unakata
Western Nyanza ni akina wa Kisii.
Peke yao? Ama kuna Luo people and Luya people?
Luya are not I don't think Luya belong to Nyanza.
Sisi si wa Nyanza.
Nyanza ni nani? Ni Kisii people alone?
Kwa
Luo and Kisii.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the other part of the Masa is to this side, yes?
Masa is also on Western Nyanza?
No. Masa is ile Narok, si Narok. Huko panaitwa vipi yani? Mali president alinunua shamba panaitwa aje?
Mimi hata sijui mali president.
Taita, I don't know Taita.
No Taita.
Where?
Huko mahali wa Kisii walikuwa wanapigana na Wamasai. Over Ng'ombe.
That place. I can't remember the name, but
I think iko Nyanza. Hiyo Nyanza imeenda hivyo hadi sijui wapi ile sehemu nyingine.
So Wakale pia wako kwenye Nyanza. Because nyewe mpaka na Wakale, Kisii people. Kalenjin. So those are part of, let me just Google,
So kwa saa hii hatujajua miradi ya president ni ipi na ataenda kuelekea wapi. Unaelewa? Na maybe vile alitua those counties, kuna zingine maybe kama kuna plan ya kutua, sawa. Kama ni aliona atue kwanza huko mali ni weak point yake kwanza, sawa. But itafika time yenye anaenda kutua.
Okay. Ni Luya, Luo, Kisii and Kuria people.
Hiyo ni Nyanza.
Those are Western Nyanza people. Who are Kuria? Kuria na gani?
Kuria wako western?
The only those four. Kuria, Kisii, Luo and Luya. Yeah. Wasema Luo wako kwenye Nyanza, particularly in Kisumu, Siaya areas. Kisii wako Kisii, Nyamira, that is Nyanza. And then kuna Kuria wako kwenye Nyanza region. Yes. And then the Luya wako wapi? Western. So that is what is called the Western Nyanza people.
So itafika time yenye president anaenda kutua that place, yes? Wakati UDA wanajaribu kuuza sera zao, which kind of ideas maybe they could at some point maybe get from ODM party? ODM party ta contribute aje kwenda hapo?
Gypsy is saying,
yes.
Sawa, I have not seen your KNA TV shop. I'm gonna give you the information on your inbox.
Yeah,
but
it
is getting set up. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is a very good question. Gypsy, some of the services that we offer as online vile, but we are now going to expose them. Yes. I'm trying to say, when the government, maybe when the president is going to continue with his, maybe with his tours, kama zitaenda kuhappen, yes, UDA party ndio ina lead hizo, sivyo? What kind of maybe ideas are they going to have from the ODM party if these differences between the two individuals are going to happen, to continue? And at some point maybe the government really needs the ODM party to play its role Yes. How effective ODM party will be in the government if maybe at some point right now the leadership the leadership we are seeing in this party it's like shaky. It is not even stable. Do you really think that these people are in the government to play a role, or are just there to avoid, for the government to avoid opposition? Sifuna na Junet wacha mchezo. Aki.
It is true. Tita, what did you say about all this?
Wanini tu wakai chini, they solve the issues like party, wakai pamoja, they think what to do on a next thing. You know, if you fight and you're a party, and this party, you want the party to grow and to remain firm, you are the ones to make it. Don't wait for another person from outside the party to come and fix your problems in the party. It will no longer happen. Make sure that issues zenyu, alafu mkiwa na issues hapo ndani sikue zinaenda out. Zikiwa hapo, make sure you finish from there. Hata si lazima UDA ijue ni nini inaendelea hapa kwa ODM. Pangeni mipango yenyu ikuwe sawa, zikitoka nje ziko fine. But mnapigana, mnazozana, mnaambia huyu anaambia huyu hivi, it won't solve anything in the party. The party, the key of the party is to stand firm with what you want, respect each other, and let it grow. Let it grow. Usiende chama ikufe tu hivyo. But ODM nayo pia imekaa.
Imekaa. Walisema 20 years.
Nimeizidi na miaka michache sana.
Imagine.
Nimeizidi miaka michache sana.
Very few years.
Lakini
unajifunza ku ride bike. Ukitolewa.
Wewe.
Yeah.
Ulikuwa unajifunza kufanya nini?
Ku ride bike. Nini? I don't like the way you think, man. So, continue.
Anyway, I think I think watu wanafaa kupelekwa Mathare tu.
Guy. Mse.
Si wewe.
How old were you being? Kwani bike mtu hujifunza?
Si wewe.
4. Si ndio? 4 years. Ile iko na miguu tatu.
Ina depend.
Ulijifunza ku ride bike na miaka ngapi?
Mimi sijajifunza kuendesha bike. Nilijifunza kuendesha bike nikiwa na 15 years.
Sasa confused. Haujajifunza lakini ulijifunza.
Sasa ni wewe ulijifunza ukiwa kwa ile umri. Mimi nilikuwa naenda nikiwa na 15 years, napata vijana pale kwa barabara na wanyang'anya bike ni ride nianguke nayo. Nikianguka ndio naachana naye. Na wapea. Lakini watoto wenye nimeona mostly ziguizi, mimi naona mtoto ako na 2 years ako na kabike hapo kwa miguu tatu anaendesha. 4 years ndio huyo sasa anaanza kuile sasa ya nini? Ya training wheels. Kuna ile inakuanga na training wheels. Ni bike iko na miguu mbili but iko na training wheels. Hiyo at least ni 4.5 tu kuendelea. Hii ya miguu tatu ni ya 2-3 hivyo. Mtoto mwenye anataka kucheza tu hapo.
Ngoja, so karama ya need bike inakaaje?
Training wheel.
Iko na miguu mbili kando.
Okay. So ODM, don't make ODM die.
ODM ni Orange Democratic Party. ODM, Orange Democratic Movement. Yes? Is it movement?
Iko na jina fulani.
Ni movement, ni democratic. UDA na mashaka ni
United Democratic Alliance.
So zote lazima zikuwe na democratic. Na mbona hii ya PBL haina? People Liberation.
Si lazima.
But I think
si lazima.
TNU ilikuwa nayo haina. Nini?
What did PNU maanisha?
National Union. Unit.
Baki. Ford K meant what? Ford K ilimaanisha gani?
Nilikuwa na nani?
Yeah, Raila ndo alicreating Ford K. Ndo tuache kuwa one party state. Yeah, aka create Ford K.
Nani?
Raila.
Ford
K.
Ford Kenya. Ford Kenya ni ya Raila.
Ilikuwa yake. Ndo
Uko
alicreating,
sure?
yeah.
Ford Kenya.
Saizi so back in history pale, sawa? Raila what's happening to my mouth, man? So back when alicreating some, we used to be one party. One party states. Sindio? We used to be acha. Gypsy, oh my god. Gypsy. Thank you so much for making anasema hivi, please accept for my small donation for the disability charity you're looking after. Thanks my people. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Gypsy, let me get back to that again. So, of which now it is a war zone. I don't know what is getting to become a war zone. Sawa? Stop looking at me, mother. Ukizima sauti utaniambia, Mr. Producer. Usizime sauti, ngoja nimthank Gypsy. Gypsy, thank you so much. Thank you. It is a charity that I'm gonna say I've been doing for the past 3 years. It isn't part of Kenya News Alert, but maybe Kenya News Alert would become part of it. So thank you so much.
Thank you anyway.
Yeah, so I don't have to start crying, but thank you so much. Anasema pale chini will die because Ruto, let me see. ODM will die because of Ruto going to vie on their docket. Oh yes, on this there's someone who said that actually UDA might die. Do you believe in that? UDA might die, and this person will go back to ODM and go, UDA itaisha alafu atarudi kwa ODM. You know, he is from the ODM.
Mbona mtu aache nini chama chake aende kuingia sasa akue president na chama cha ODM? Mbona unataka kuenda chama cha ODM na uko na chama chako? Ama mbona uende chama kingine na huko na chama chako? Hiyo sasa hapo ndio tunaitanga ile ndoto ya mchana. Zulfa, hiyo ki happen, I'm telling you the truth, uniombe fine.
It will happen. Ask me why.
I have never seen somebody become a president since independence with someone is party. How?
You know, he used to be part of this party. Ulisikia mwenyewe alisema he's the founder.
He used to be part
but if he goes back to that party and now he asks from that party.
Lakini kuka president na hiyo party.
Anataka kuwa na hiyo party.
27 now.
2027. Unajua sasa 2027.
Ndoto ya mchana hiyo.
Nakuuliza, Raila atakuwa ameenda wapi? Akirudi hapa asimame nao anasimama na Raila.
Raila is gonna stand.
Na sasa hiyo ni vita.
Raila is gonna stand, yes?
Unajua hiyo ni vita. Airudi ODM.
Gachagua should stand.
Anavai na ODM. Raila anavai na ODM. Hiyo ni vita, si vita. Zimeamka.
Haiwezekani. It will never happen. It will never happen though.
Yeah, vai tuna chama yake.
It will never happen though. Like somebody aache chama chake aende kwa chama cha mtu. Ala kama itiwa ndio walianzisha. Let me ask you. Sasa kama walianzisha hiyo chama ilikuwa ya nani?
Does Raila want to vie?
I don't know.
So maybe that's why wameshikana ndio ikifika kwenye huo wakati.
Oh, I get it.
So now it becomes now their person, their candidate is Ruto. Will Gachagua vai? Will Gachagua vai?
Au ni wakukuja kuharibu kura?
Me, I think the moment, unless Unigemo, so the moment Gachagua stands, no one else has a chance, yeah?
Gachagua akikuwa president wa Kenya, what will be the face of the country?
Ingi.
Sijauliza, by the musiniinterpret vibaya.
With the face I just say.
What will be the face of the country? If Gachagua becomes the president of this republic of the
face how now?
What will be the face of this country?
What do you mean? What do you mean when you say the face?
Do you think people are going to cry?
Oh, you want to know the emotion here?
Yes.
I think people are going to love that person because he has amassed a lot of followers. I mean, we would want different people and new faces, but it is what it is right here in Kenya right now. So I think kila mtu ana prefer anybody else than Ruto. Or like,
there's somebody who said yesterday that Kenya since independence, people could be against any president who was in the seat, but but no president has ever ruled for 5 years, despite the claims that could be maybe could rise from those people, from people in fact, meaning people could complain that people could complain about what? People could complain that this is what we need to do to avoid this, and this is what we need to do to avoid this, and this president is not necessary. Wakati wa Kibaki, wakati Uhuru, wakati wa Ruto, bado watu wamekuwa wakisema hivyo, sawa? Lakini president anamaliza tu miaka yake 10 vizuri, anafanya nini? Anaenda nyumbani. So let me tell you the truth. This is what I'm very sure will also happen come 2027. Now, no wonder akiongeza hadi 24. I'm telling you.
Do you want to go back there? Do we want to go back there? Do we want to go back there?
If it will change our lives.
What? Are you serious, nigga?
Kila mtu akuwe tajiri Kenya mzima.
So unataka kusema mtu anafanya tukue tajiri?
Sijui. Asijasema hivyo mimi. Unajua zote watu ni
Gypsy says, forget about Gachagua is there for the information but not for president material.
Thank you.
Na sasa basi anafaa kwa.
Thank you. That is what I was trying to question you.
Yes.
Do you really think, okay, what do you think, Tilda, you as an individual, in case maybe Rigathi Gachagua could be the president of the Republic of Kenya, what will be the face of this country?
Ule mwenye alikuwa ule mwenye alikuwa anaitwa nani? Ule mwenye walivai na Ruto na huyu wa the Roots. Ule mwingine alikuwa nani?
Mwaura.
Wakiniletea huyo mimi niko sawa.
Mwaura.
Yani akae.
No, this is other person, Jimmy Wanjigi.
Koze hawa watu wengine.
Nikwambie.
Unajua?
Wanjigi, excuse me Tilda please. Wanjigi is a good leader. But his leadership itakuwa kama ya Uhuru.
And what is wrong with that?
It is good.
It is good.
But let me tell you this. Mtu kama Matiang'i wallahi hivi.
I see what huo msezi.
Mtu kama Matiang'i leadership yake, I'm telling you the truth. Watu watalia. Why? Even in any organization mahali somebody is very strict and somebody is strict to the point and somebody is ever reactive, the reactions zake zinakuja vigorously when maybe watu wameenda mess.
Matiang'i anafaa huko kwa security huko. Yeah, acheze huko.
Matiang'i akikuwa president. Wacha nikwambie, Matiang'i na Trump they are of the same nature. Ukweli wangu. Tuseme ukweli.
Matiang'i would be a dictator, yeah?
Matiang'i na Trump wanakaa of the same nature.
ya kufikiria.
No. Exactly. Ya kufikiria ya kila kitu. Nature. Yani unaona vile tunaweza sema maji ni colorless. Hivyo ndio pia nini changa inakaa colorless. Lakini sasa changa ni kali. Changa ni kali.
It's colorless.
Changa? Yes.
It is not yellow.
Yellow. Hii ni changa gani mmekuwa mkikunywa ya yellow?
Sijakuwa nikinywa changa. I may just take you say. Why you attacking me that way?
Guy.
Now, I usually just know that it is yellow because it is made out of matoke.
Changa tu ni kama spirit.
Changa itengenezwa na matoke wewe.
What? It's transparent.
Changa itengenezwa na matoke.
Huyu anasema ya Uganda. Ya Uganda inatengenezwa na matoke.
Ya Uganda? Hiyo hata si kali.
But it's kali.
You people. Mbona kimwage na kaaga yellow? Mbona kimwaga mapolisi?
Wakimwaga inaonekana yellow. Ile ni changa. Cheki huyu. Ile si changa.
Inakuwa nini yake? Ndio nini? Zile
Ale Felix wewe. Sawa tu. Sawa. So what am I trying to say? Wakimwaga huku nje unapataga ni inakaa yellow. I'm
telling you.
It is what I'm gonna go see changa.
Ile si changa.
Leta pale changa wapi?
Ile sasa ndio inachemshwa, inapeana vapor.
Sio vapor ndo.
Hiyo vapor ndio inakuwa inago the process of condensation inatengeneza a colorless substance by the name changa. 78% alcohol.
And how is someone supposed to survive 78? Kwani ni chef? Unajua chef huku
check huyu. Ile 78% alcohol.
78 mse?
Yes.
Ana polio na ina hiyo.
Alafu wengine wanapendanga wakini. Ile si unaguzanga kidogo hivi unaenda. Check huyu.
So sifai kuigusa mimi.
Ile ukiguza kidogo unalewa. Ndio hiyo nilikuwa nakwambia, Trump na Matiang'i, sikiza kwanza wewe. Trump na Matiang'i they are of the same nature, sawa, of the same color, but kitu inawatofautisha ni Matiang'i ni Mkisi na yule ni wa huko. Sasa changa ni changa na maji ni maji. Unaelewa? But they are of the same nature. Let me tell you this. It is totally right to have somebody like Trump, kuliko somebody mwenye ako so soft kama sijui ni leader yupi wa wapi. Gypsy anasema African vodka. So Gypsy hiyo changa if you test that changa we maybe a little bit of for example have a glass you
why did I see then people drink what is your brew called?
My brew? I don't have one.
That brew from your community, it is called what? From your mother's community, it is called what?
Busa.
With hot water. Why was that?
With hot water.
Yes. And you take a shot of the busa and then you take a shot of hot water.
I have never seen that.
I have seen that in Kisi.
They don't do that.
They do that.
They mix.
No. I'm telling you, and I didn't come near it to see if it was yellow. I just assumed it was yellow.
Somebody.
No, fiti. I will go and look for changa today. So now they take one shot of then they take another shot of hot water, and then
Can I tell you? You were to confirm what was that you could interpret being hot water, because as I know, hot water is mixed inside that brew. Yeah. So I think
Is it allowed for women to drink that in Ugo?
Yeah.
So I can go and
if you are
drink
interested.
Okay, I'm gonna make a safari now to that place and go see if I can. Because how, man? 78% people. 78, that one is death. Tilda, do we try that today?
What?
Changa.
Hizo vitu zote nimepitia, kuna kitu sijapitia.
See now, the kind of friends I have, they don't wanna illuminate me and tell me like, this is what we do.
Nilikunywa changa siku ya kwanza. Nikakunywa kama maji. Nilianza kusikia tu kichwa inipate mbele. But yeah, don't even try. Jumi unajua siwezi kubeba. Unaona watu wakunywa changa mbona wanalanga kwa mtaro. Wanalala kando ya barabara. Changa is not something to joke with. Changa is bad.
Anyway, let me just read some of the messages I could receive from my good the other level friends. Anyway, and who said election will be held on 2027. The preliminary statement bill of term extension is underway. And who said election will be held on 2027. The preliminary statement bill of term extension is underway.
Oh my
Ruto has
God.
the majority in parliament, it will automatically pass. That is why our MP doesn't care anymore. They know they have more years. Remember hata mishahara wameongezewa 364k kwa their normal salary. Umesikia? Another message. You still saying kuna elections ya 2027? You must be very wrong. Yes, we hate Ruto sana, especially Mimi, but the guy is there to stay. He knows how to win back the mountain because we can't trust Gachagua. Murima is full of political games. That's why Ruto alipea watu wa Mrima 3k, but in Nyanza akapeana 200, in Northern Kenya akapeana 300.
Someone told me.
Anyway, thank you so much guys for texting, and continue texting.
I'm going to read something here. So,
Yes.
Why was Muturi and Gachagua having night meetings? Is he joining Gachagua? That one, yeah. Then, so Gypsy Country should through you just communicate. We shall communicate on how I'm gonna take you to that other charity. And then they said African. Azulfa has been around. Azulfa has been around in her young life. I try to be around. I try to be around. Do you try to be around, Tilda? But you told me where have you been and where have you been? Where have you been? Where have you been around? But you've been around Shanga. This lady has done Shanga without me. How would you go? How would you go and do that without me? Ilhali everywhere. I'm introducing you to biryani ya pweza, and you're going to do that without me. That is really really wrong.
Sikuwa na wewe karibu. So someone took me. Mimi nilisikia anakunywa changa. So nikamwambia hata mimi nataka kunipeleke huko nione na nikunywe nionje.
So you zimad.
Sasa nilikunywa lakini akili ni mali ama akili ni nywele.
Unazima tu like ba.
Kwa nayo kwani ilikuwa imengoja akili ilikuwa imengoja tu izibike. Sasa mimi nilikunywa, sasa ile nimeka the plastic cup is big. So unaekewa.
They jaza, okay, wanajaza pesa ngapi?
Hiyo time kulikuwa na 20 bob na ukawa na 40 bob. So the big one is 50
Is this
bob.
like I'm gonna say mnazi? Ni kama mnazi ama mnazi is better?
Mnazi is
Have you ever
better.
tried mnazi, you people?
Mnazi is better.
Of course, it is coastal.
Ile yenye inakaa white.
Have you ever tried that?
That one is better.
But it is better.
Yeah.
Okay.
So kasema si nimeona, lakini ukiona venye wanapika you can't unaona tu
Kuna zenye niliona hadi nguo zimewekwa ndani.
No,
nguo chafu nini vitu tu
Sidiria.
Nikakunywa. Mimi I was going
Atiniacha jokes, ingia online search, you can see those things.
why is that?
Ningekuwa mali ningeenda ya maana ningekupeleka hata panties.
Enough is that is thank you. I'm done. No, the curiosity is done. I don't want to ever.
But the government iliweka mikakati fulani ambayo polisi walikuwa wanatuma wanaenda wanamwaga.
But I know a woman here in Machakos, yeah. Do you remember back when a lot of people died because of illicit
yeah.
I know that woman who did that. Actually, she's my friend. She told me she took herself to the police station because she was given, you know, they used to be given ethanol and then they go mix for people. Na kumbe mwenye limwekea it was higher. People went blind, people died there. More than in
I think she could be arrested.
No, she was arrested, but she was released by Kibaki. She was arrested for like, I'm gonna say 18 years.
Oh.
Yeah, and then the Ile pardon, your president. She
Yeah.
She killed more than 100 men. Now she's the one who told me that story.
Others could go blind. Others could go.
Even there was a song
blind.
about that. Yeah, a lot of songs were written.
Is that not massacre?
That was a massacre in one night.
So how did the chief there maybe could explain to people about that?
People wanted to kill her, so she disguised herself in a hijabu, that one with ninja, and then she took herself directly mpaka polisi. Akasema ndo mimi huyu, you know the guilt, yeah? After hiding for like 2 or 3 months, she felt what she was telling me now. So she just told me, I felt so much like so much guilt and conscience of people. It killed a lot of people and many went blind. So I just went there and I told the police officers in Machakos, here I am, I'm the one who did that. And then they arrested her. For 18 years she was inside. So I'm going to say she paid for that. You know, I was not born when it happened, but
anyway, now because of time, acha mimi nijiintroduce. Let me introduce myself. Kuna vile tumesahau time imesonga kidogo. Will you give me that opportunity to do so?
Please introduce yourself.
Thank you so much. This is Plains and Felix and I welcome you guys. Lakini mahali mkiona kwa mitandao ya Sifuna, mitandao ya Junet, Mohamad and any other political party yenye mna feel like iko shaky because some of the individuals are not playing their role. Please remind them that you were not given that role because of your own interests, but you were given that role to serve. So Sifuna, wherever you are, sir, we love you so much, but don't let that slight mistake to start maybe demolishing your dignity before us. Yes? So don't follow that guy if you think that the guy gonna make you do wrong things. Yes? So thank you so much guys for joining us. Junet, Mohamad, wherever he is, you also need to get this statement well, that don't show people your differences and your ego and your any other thing that you think that can maybe raise your superiority before the individuals, because not all individuals will interpret it the way you may think they can interpret it. Anyway, for those guys who are joining us right now, who are watching us right now, thank you so much for joining, and I really appreciate. Thank you. Tukutane in the next show.
Okay, so Tilda, do you want to address anything? Am I good?
Me, I'm good now. I'm good, but not that really good now. Guys, sema tu asanti. Najua nyinyi ndio mnafanya tunainuka hivi. You are the one making us look smart the way we are right now. You see we are in woodies. Tulikuja baridi imetupiga. Tukakuja tukapata our boss has done something good. We appreciate that. Na tunampenda sana tena sana na tutazidi kumpenda. Na I just tell God to give him a lot of years in this world. Yani, and let God protect him. Wacha tu God amfanyie, yani acheze kama yeye part yake. So guys, nikimalizia mimi napenda kusema, you two guys, let God protect you, let God be with you in everything, everywhere you are, in everything you are doing, around your homes, anywhere you are. Let God be with you. And let's pray for our country. We are all in one country. Let's pray for it at least. Unajua hata ukiomba kuna something changes. Zinakuja at least unaona kitu iko sawa, hii iko sawa. Better. Usingoje ati ule pastor anaombanga ataombea Kenya. Nani? Ati ule pastor anaonanga mambo yenye yanafanyika ataomba tu Kenya itakuwa sawa. I think there is a time kuna pastor alisema Ruto amalizi hata 1 week. Nakwambia imeisha miezi mpaka nashangaa bado naona Ruto very much strong. So some things mnasikia ati huyu amesema ilienda kwa mitandao ilivuma sana. Let not someone decide for you your life. It's only God who decides for someone life. The way you live, the way you stay, what you breathe. Unajua sometimes Zulfa, I always just sit naanza kufikiria. Naona kweli this is God mwenye hatujui, because if it could be a human being, Zulfa, how much could you have paid for the breath?
I would have a lot. Now think of those people who actually pay for it.
Yeah.
They actually use the machines.
So
it is a lot of money.
If those per day you pay like 2,000, let's say per day, kwa wale wa chini yani kwa hizi hospitali zingine kawaida, you pay 2,000 a day. That's a day. Na labda uko hapa kama hata mwezi mzima. Where are you getting that? So guys, let's sometimes appreciate it. Kaa chini ufikirie, hiyo unapumua
The breath that you breathe.
Inatoka wapi? You sleep today, you woke up tomorrow early in the morning so strong. Ndio maana tunasemanga every morning just say thank you to God because you've seen another day, another bright day like us, or you there that you are watching us right now. We are so much good, healthy and smart in the presence of God. Yet we appreciate having God everywhere and anywhere and every time that we are. My name is Tilda. Tukutane kwa the next show hapo saa 6 kamili. I love you so much. I'm Tilda in the house of Zulfa.
I'm going to ask you people before we finish. Najua already mcheza kuangalia macho mbaya. So, but I'm going to ask you, is it really good to body shame anyone?
Body shame, why? What do
It's
you mean
not
by
good
that?
to body shame someone.
Okay, what do you mean by that? Okay, not only meaning by that, what do you think you're talking about?
So I'm gonna say, what I'm gonna say is
it will never be a big deal to me because maybe you might not know what that person did. At some point, let a spade be a spade. Ukikuja mbaya na kuja mbaya la.
See? Tena. So no.
Kwanza,
you never.
Wacha kwanza, let me ask you. Yani ni nini hiyo inaweza ikakudrive ufanye hivyo? I'm just asking. Yeah?
Nikubody shame wewe.
Ni nini imefanya ufanye hivyo?
Should be there be a reason.
Yeah.
Like ni kama sisi nikwambie mama yako. Do you want me to tell you mama yako?
Mimi ninaweza nikakwambia hivyo ukinibo.
Mama yangu? Uko serious mse? Mbona mama yangu anaingia kwa history?
Mbona umejipata aje?
Mbona unaingiza mama yangu kwa history?
Umejipata aje hapo? Let me tell you this, lakini to be serious at once. This is not the right time. We really need to show out our dominance. You might not know what maybe somebody is undergoing before umjudge kulingana na vile umemuona. Is that the case?
Yeah, that is the case.
Yeah, maybe if you.
No, that is the case. But the thing is, Sawa, I'm gonna say in the book of pettiness, Sawa, there are boundaries that we never cross. We never cross by calling your mom. We never cross by calling your wife or your children or your husband. We never cross by body shaming.
Like in everything
We
happens
never.
with a reason.
Kwa pettiness.
Wait.
In the pettiness book.
It's okay.
So,
it's okay.
No, don't say that. It's like saying there's a reason why people are raped. So, now the thing is, it is not good. It is not good. Rihanna spoke about it yesterday. So I'm gonna say it is not good. It is not good.
Everything happens with a reason. Yeah. Huyo mwenye alikufanyia hivyo.
Atanifanyia.
Okay, huyo mwenye amefanyiwa hivyo ni nini ilifanya akafanyiwa? Maybe ana deserve at some point.
Aiwe. Kwaeka. So the thing, yeah?
Sasa si ni tunaongea.
Felix, don't speak like just any other person.
No. Huyo mwenye alifanyiwa hivyo ni alichokozwa. I don't know.
But I think you know what I'm talking about when you're trying to cover for that person.
Cover what?
Yes.
You haven't shared with me anything, please.
I think you know.
No.
I think
You
fellow anajua history na fellow anajaribu kunini. Cover for the
take is all for musifanya hata viewers wadani like ni game iko hapa.
Okay.
Let us be truthful.
So,
na maybe
but
kama
you
kuna
don't
makosa
know
mahali. Wait. I don't know. Mimi
Then
sijaamka
don't
na
say
nyinyi.
that.
We are not coming from the same house.
Are we coming from the same house?
No. Sasa maybe kuna issue yenye inaendelea, inafaa maybe at least you people you be straight enough so that we can solve it.
No, we cannot solve this one.
It's okay if you,
this one will be solved. I don't know. This one will be solved. This one can only be solved when that person delivers what they said. That is the only thing they can. That's how it can be solved.
Now maybe I cannot know more about that, but the fact is, whatever happens with a reason.
So when you say you're gonna do something, you don't do. There's a reason why you're not doing it.
Yeah,
why?
There's a reason behind it.
Why not notify? Why not notify and say I cannot do this because of this and this and this?
What if maybe I could recognize some of the inconvenience with the
you sema Felix, if ukisema ya kwamba sawa, you remember when you said you're gonna buy me lunch, sawa, and you had issue with someone, you are like, I'm not gonna buy you lunch now, but I'm gonna buy you lunch another time. Yes. So you told me it's not able to be done now, but it's gonna be done. Sindio? So when you say I'm gonna do this and you don't do it, and you don't even speak and say that I'm not gonna, so
then you need to question yourself. You need to question yourself. Why? Because let me tell you this, Zulfa.
Felix, don't try to do this so that you may cover for that person because you like that person.
I'm not.
What I'm trying to say is the mature person.
Now that because I don't know what you are talking about.
You know because I already told you yesterday.
You told
me. Yeah.
So easy.
So the thing is.
Check it by the way, Zulfa. Sipendi ukidanganya.
I told you. You know, Felix. You know, even Brian knows. Everybody knows.
Lakini na mimi ninakwambia aje. Acheki mami. What you really need to understand is
that's why we arguing about this.
It is because unadanganya.
Nadanganya nini? Sipeano mse.
Wewe kuniambia.
We.
Utanikumbusha after life basi.
We, wacha jokes.
Tilda, utanikumbusha after life. But this is the case. Whatever happens with a reason.
Lakini never promise an orphan
something you never deliver,
or a widower something that you know this person needs.
Let me ask you,
it's like me promising a kidney to someone and then when it comes to the kidney deliverance I say everything happens for a reason.
This is the question now.
You know, Felix, you know what I'm talking about, and you pretending
it's okay.
You know
I'm just person. Questioning. Kama maybe I'm talking to you question, then there was because no need
I don't know why
you're
trying to make that it is.
There was no need of bringing this topic if you don't maybe to question.
No, I don't get why you wanna ask questions that wanna really
this
break
person,
doubt there.
This person who was promised. Okay, is this person maybe? Did the person promise those orphans directly?
Yes.
Or the person maybe promised you to use you as a link?
No. Yes, directly.
Maybe
directly.
Then don't judge that person, please.
I'm not judging that person who did not bring out the things. I'm just saying it is easier to speak up when you're not able to do it. It is easier because you know. Let me tell you something. No, I'm saying we are saying
time na sasa time yenyewe ishaisha. Watu wenyewe walifaa kuchukua vitu on Sunday. It's still Sunday.
And we had 2 weeks before that. 2 weeks. And now we get into that. No, truly I'm saying kila mtu kuna emergency kwa life. So like speaking up is easier.
I think the best thing you guys you can do now, just let that story be, and that person maybe has got the plan.
It can never be. It can never be. No, I'm not gonna force the person to do it, because obviously now.
Then let that person be free. Like,
no! I'm gonna call that. If you're told, call a spade a spade. Don't do that. I mean, if that's how they work in their life, I mean.
Then you should adapt it.
No, I cannot adapt to liars. Never.
Then you should cut them off if you think they are.
No, I'm not gonna cut them off.
Why are you entertaining liars then?
I don't know why. A friend of mine told me I don't feel like this person is being genuine, so cut this person loose. But I was like, no. So this person is I don't think they're lying, because why would they lie? Why would they lie? It's them. It's them. It's them for promising orphans things and never delivering. And makosa yangu ni so my bad for me having such hope and in humanity, such I'm gonna say trust in people, and being like, because me, I do, when I say I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna have to do it. So my bad for trusting you to thinking that
I think it's all for this. So thing I can tell you as your brother, yes. Kama maybe huyo mtu alifanya hivyo, sawa. now you were to do it, okay, it was a program that you were included. Please don't be so fast to judge that person. Yes, or don't maybe so fast.
I'm not judging, I'm disappointed.
Okay, to get disappointed about the person. Don't be I am so
disappointed.
Don't be so fast to do.
Why?
Because you don't know what happened.
I know what happened. I know they lied.
Kuna vitu zingine huwa zina happen truly. Kuna vitu zingine
what's
zina
up
happen.
With picking the phone? I deliver clothes, yeah. I do that business. That is my side thing. That is what I do when I'm that is what I do. I deliver. Actually, I write scripts. That is I do two things. I write scripts for a certain company, and I write and I also sell clothes. So if I know now, I have a producer that producer is the one who produces my scripts. So I know I'm not going to be able to deliver my script by Sato. I pick up my phone because technology, and I be like, check if flani, I'm not going to be able to do this by Saturday, but I'm going to be able to do it by Monday morning.
I think the best thing you can do by now, just let story that
story is not going to die. That story is not going to die now, because the moment they went ahead and beat them
together again.
And beat them.
Zulfa, you cannot force issues where you are not supposed to.
No.
Jamaa kuna heshima yake.
No.
Sawa, kama unamfanyia hivyo basi inamaanisha you need to kila mtu akona life yake na heshima yake, and everybody deserves respect.
Felix, even those of us
who ulifanya akaamua kukasirika.
Kwenda I'm saying. Are you serious now? I mean, I love how Felix gets into